Ladies, we all want to look fresh, youthful, and radiant, but sometimes the way we wear our makeup is actually aging us. So today, I'm going to break down the 10 most common mistakes that women over 50 make when applying their makeup so that you can look your best every single day. If this is something that you've been struggling with, keep watching. So the best part of this, you don't even need a full makeover. There's just a few tweaks that you need to do to correct the problem. So I want you to grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into mistake number one. Okay, so we all know that we hate makeup settling into fine lines and wrinkles. Like, this does not work for any midlife woman. And this is one of the biggest complaints that I hear from women all the time. I hear that my makeup is just seeping into my fine lines and my wrinkles. Let me tell you, sis. So the solution to this is to use a primer, to use a very lightweight foundation / concealer, and to use a damp beauty blender. This is going to give you the most perfect natural look underneath the eye every single time. Mistake number two, dry and dull skin. You guys, mature skin needs hydration. If your skin is looking dry and patchy, girl, it's thirsty. You need to hydrate your skin, not just at night, but also in the morning. So your solution is to find a moisturizer that has some hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to draw moisture to your skin, to also use a hydrating primer, and to avoid a matte foundation at all costs. We not doing matte foundations, y'all. Only if you're oily, you could probably get away with it. But I would even say a mature woman, I would do something that's more semi-matte than a pure matte foundation. Mistake number three is over plucking or neglecting your brows. Child, you better stop. If you don't know what you're doing, you better go to a professional. Ladies, you know that as we get older, our brows get thinner. Not only that, if you're a side sleeper, that constant rubbing of that brow on that cotton pillowcase, okay, that also causes your brows to thin out. So when you get ready to do your makeup, just use a pencil to lightly fill it in, or use even a brow gel if you want it to look as natural as possible. And use a pencil maybe one shade lighter than your hair tone. I've always liked a slightly lighter brow, especially when I was younger. I don't know why I don't do it as much anymore, but I like a slightly lighter brow, and I think that that gives your face a much youthful look. When you're applying your brow, use short, feathery strokes, just like you're mimicking the natural hair that's already on your brow. And the main thing is to avoid dark, overly filled in brows that don't look natural at all. We're not doing that, sis. Okay, let's move on. Mistake number four, lipstick feathering or bleeding. I had to make sure before I told y'all that. But nothing says over 50 than that lipstick bleeding and all over the place. But no problem. You can fix that. You can either use like a clear lip liner. Believe it or not, they do make clear lip liners, so it kind of acts as a border. You can use more of a hydrating lipstick with like a satin finish, or you can use a matte lipstick. But the key with a matte lipstick is that you need to use a lip balm underneath, because a dry lip can also look aging. Okay, mistake number five, heavy foundation. Thick foundation, as we said earlier, settles into fine lines, and it just really makes you look older. So instead, use a lightweight formula. Use a BB cream, use a tinted moisturizer, use a sheer foundation. But guys, we seriously don't need to be using heavy foundations. If you have hyperpigmentation where you feel like you really need that full coverage, Use a medium coverage foundation and then a light powder on top, and that will give you just enough coverage that you need and still keep your skin looking light, fresh, and youthful. And the key always to getting a natural look to your foundation is to use a damp sponge or a beauty blender. Mistake number 6 is using too much powder. If your skin looks dry and textured after you've applied your powder, boo, you have tried and used too much. That powder settles into your fine lines and it takes away that natural glow, and we're not trying to do that. So the solution to this is to use a translucent powder only in your oily areas. You can use it with a puff or you can use it with a brush. Avoid using powder all over the face, especially if you have a problem with being dry. Or when you choose your powder to apply, make sure it's like a light reflecting powder. It's a hydrating powder, which is why I always recommend Sephora Smooth. I believe it's called Micro Smooth. It just gives a beautiful finish all over the face. So if you are one that loves to wear powder all over, just make sure that it's very lightweight. Mistake number 7, using the wrong blush placement. Guys, placement is everything, not only just with blush, but with shadow, with your concealer. It is, that kind of, once you learn placement, you have really elevated your makeup application game. But when it comes to blush, if it's too low, it's just gonna drag your look. It's just gonna drag your face down. So you want to apply your blush slightly higher than your cheekbone, and then you want to take it out toward the hairline. My favorite now that I'm over 50 is to do a cream blush, and I just love, doing my foundation, and then I will do my cream blush, and then I will blend my concealer into that. But that way I know that I have place my blush in the right area, and if it is a little bit too high, then the concealer diffuses it and just makes it look perfect. Avoid heavy dark colors. You want to save those dark colors if you are a makeup connoisseur and you can do a little contour with it, but for a fresh, light, youthful look, stick to pinks, stick to peaches, stick to corals. All of these colors work best. Mistake number 8, Lord, is a harsh eyeliner. I keep telling y'all, listen, you do not have to use black eyeliner all the time, because black eyeliner can also emphasize fine lines. It can make your eyes look smaller. So when you are lining on top, it's okay to use a thin line, right? I'm talking about women over 50, right? It's okay to use a small thin line on top, or even use a dark eyeshadow and just smudge it on top. You can do that as well, giving you that depth that you want, but keeping it soft. And then underneath, child, forget about it. Forget about the black. Do a brown liner, and then you could do a little black mascara. But you know what? I feel like women over 50 don't necessarily have to do black eyeliner on the bottom lashes anymore. I'm boycotting black liner on the bottom lashes if you over 50. No, seriously, do what you want, but this is just my recommendation, just to keep those eyes looking soft and pretty and youthful and not hard and looking like you 70. Okay, on to mistake number 9, not defining your lips. As we get older, our lip line somehow just kind of disappears. I don't understand what it is, but I understand why the girls get a little bit of injection just to kind of give that little bit of a lift, because we really do lose our lip line. So make sure you choose a lip liner that is slightly darker than your skin tone, just to give you a little bit more definition, and it really just defines your lip. Because if you don't, skipping lip liner just can make your lips look flat, and it's like, where are they? Okay, so yeah, just go ahead and use a soft lip liner. If you have a problem with, every time you put it on and it's too dark, just use like a Q-tip and just blend it out and just, diffuse it some and make it look softer and lighter, and then just kind of do a gloss like I did today. But yes, ladies, we need to use a little bit of a lip liner as we're getting older, because we are losing that lift and the plumpness to our lips. And mistake number 10, skipping mascara or using the wrong one. Because the right mascara can really make all the difference. I know a lot of times, most women may not necessarily want to wear lashes, but girl, you got to complete that eye look. And so you need on some mascara. Sometimes I don't even use black mascara. I will use brown mascara for days, maybe when I'm going to the gym or I'm not wearing any eye makeup and I may just put on a little brown mascara. Experiment. Get you a black, get you a brown, but make sure that it's lengthening and volumizing. And if the reason you don't use mascara is because every time you put it on, when you blink, you end up seeing it down here, as the day goes on, or even right after you've applied your mascara, try curling your lashes first. I think a lot of times that our lashes are straight, and so when you blink, it transfers down at the bottom. So curl your lashes first. Make sure that it's a nice thickening mascara, that it's not too thin and watery. And if that still doesn't work, then you might want to invest in a waterproof mascara. I wouldn't suggest that you use it all the time, because unfortunately they can dry out your lashes. And then also, if you choose to use a waterproof mascara, make sure you use some type of oil-based cleanser to get that mascara off, and so that you're not rubbing and pulling at your lashes trying to remove the mascara. And there you are, ladies, the 10 most common mistakes that middle-aged women make when they're doing their makeup. As you can see, you don't need a full makeover. You just need to tweak a few things here and there. Which mistake surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if this video has been helpful to you, oh my God, I can't talk. If this video has been helpful to you, please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm always trying to give tips for women over 50, how to look their very best, no matter if it's with makeup, if it's with hair, whatever it is that we can do, I am here for it, and I'm here to share everything I know. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.